The deadline looming as we speak, and News Nation correspondent Libby Dean live at the White House with the details. Libby.
Natasha, with more cuts on the horizon, federal agencies are prepping for a Thursday deadline for department heads to submit restructuring plans that would lay off more workers. And President Trump saying if agency heads don't make the cuts, Elon Musk will. Federal employees on edge as a looming Thursday deadline looks to advance the Trump administration's goal of making government-wide budget cuts. A joint memo from the Offices of Personnel Management and Budget is requiring agency leaders to submit their plans to shrink the workforce within their respective agencies. The memo indicating these directives comes straight from President Trump.
We're going to be watching them, and Elon and the group are going to be watching them. And if they can cut, it's better. And if they don't cut, then Elon will do the cutting.
Some agencies have already started making large cuts. The Department of Veterans Affairs is planning to eliminate 80,000 workers, and the Health and Human Services Department is set to offer $25,000 buyouts to most of its 80,000-strong workforce. These cuts have been met with confusion, even among members of the Trump cabinet, as a reported spat between Elon Musk and Secretary of State Marco Rubio got heated in the White House last week. The White House has downplayed the incident, and Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, tells News Nation the two men dined together at Mar-a-Lago Saturday. President Trump continuing to defend the work Musk and his DOJ team are doing, saying these are the type of large-scale cuts he's asking for.
What he's also done is made people realize how many people should be cut. Because normally you go in and you say, all right, cut 4% of your workforce. He said cut 50%, 60%, 70%. That's a big thing.
And President Trump has landed at Joint Base Andrews and is headed back here to the White House shortly. And we know Elon Musk was in tow traveling with him there this weekend. Natasha.
And Libby, I know Trump also dealing with a trade war over tariffs on Canada and Mexico. What's the latest there?
Natasha, a lot of back and forth and really on and off with these tariffs. But now this tariff threat coming from the opposing side, coming from Canada. Some premiers there say they're imposing retaliatory tariffs following ones implemented by President Trump last week. One example, Ontario says it will enact a 25% tariff on electricity to 3 states. And President Trump today not shooting down the idea that this tit for tat on tariffs will hurt Americans' pocketbooks. Let's listen.
Are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America. That's a big thing. And there are always periods of, it takes a little time. It takes a little time. But I think it should be great for us.
And President Trump has implemented these tariffs on Canada and Mexico for what he alleges is these countries not making enough effort when it comes to stopping the flow of fentanyl from their countries into the U.S. and crossing the border, of course. Now, the big tariff threat on the horizon is going to be on April 2nd. That's one to watch when President Trump says reciprocal tariffs will be implemented on multiple countries. Natasha.
We appreciate it, Libby Dean.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.